Real YouTube is do a tier list. We're talking about who is underrated. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some underrated Pokemon. Now, last time I was sitting down on top of a bed talking about underrated Pokemon. Today I'll be doing a tier list of underrated Pokemon. So, here are the different tiers. We got garbage, hot garbage. You are super overrated. You are the most overrated garbage ever. Overrated like no other. Very overrated, overrated. True neutral, underrated, very underrated, really, really, really underrated. And, I
forgot.
And I forgot to add a row up here. I typed in reverse. Yeah. How did I type yeah? Okay, guys, you're gonna see me type. I typed yeah. How do you type yeah? S-I-S. Nope. S-I-S.
These fish are still around, just not much.
RPG?
But get back here.
Okay.
Food source.
You know, some words they just get turned into different words completely, man. And the last one is hypnosis, because the joke is that people say that things are really, people think things are really underrated, they call it sleeper-mons. So, you know, I played the joke. We're only going to be using fully evolved Pokemon, or Pokemon that I think fit on the list, because I don't want too many things that fit in true neutral. We got Colossal. Colossal is underrated. Colossal is a rather underrated Pokemon. It's cool. It's strong. It's like a golem. It's hot. You know, it's just a great Pokemon overall. Noivern is also underrated. Noivern is a very cool Pokemon. It's got cool sound waves. The dragons. It's fast. It's also very strong. You know, just a really cool Pokemon. Dusclops is a tier higher. Dusclops is really cool in my opinion. I just don't know what it's got. It's got Jazz Hands, Cyclops Eye. You know, it's just absolutely amazing. It's bulky as heck. Got really good support, so I like Dusclops. Yeah. Next, let's make a Pidgeot. I think it's got enough love. You know, it is badass, but, you know, it's got enough love for what it is. Venusaur is also true neutral. It used to be underrated, but now more people know the true power of Venusaur, and, you know, it's got enough love now. Fearow is underrated. Fearow is pretty cool. It's got a nice beak. It's rather fast. You know, it's pretty strong. Better Pidgeot, pretty much. However, for what it's worth, it's not very underrated. Arbok is slightly overrated. I think the thing that Arbok players think is that, oh, it's really cool. It's a snake. It's not that cool, okay? It's like kind of cool. It's got like a fan thing. It is a nice deadly snake, but it's a bit overrated. Bouffalant. Bouffalant is, for what it is, not enough people know what Bouffalant is capable of. Powerful, smasher, you know, it's got cool horns. You know, it looks like an evolution of Tauros, just a really badass Pokemon. But Tauros gets remembered for something. Bouffalant is not remembered for anything. Hot garbage. Literally the most overrated Pokemon in history. It's just a fire dragon. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, it's not that bad, but it is overrated like no other. Darkrai is overrated. Darkrai is very overrated. It's some kind, people think it's like really cool and edgy, but it's not. It's powerful, but it's just nothing special. It's just really nothing special. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it here. It's like kind of cool, but just nothing special. Alright, next up is, I'm going to be using Ivysaur. I think Ivysaur is underrated. For what it's worth, not enough people know how cool this is. Same thing for Wartortle. And, you know, Celio is kind of the same thing. But it's cute instead of cool. You know, I feel like it's rather nice. Moving on, we have Alolan Raichu. And Alolan Raichu is true neutral. For what it's worth, I think it has enough love. Mega Blastoise is a super sleeper run. super cool. 3 cannons. It's a tortoise with cannons. I don't know what else do you want. It's super badass. It's bulky. It's strong. It's super sleeper, man. Mega Beedrill is slightly underrated. It is slightly underrated. You know, it is a lot cooler than some people think. Alolan Sandslash. Most people sweep this guy under the rug, but really, it's a really cool Pokemon, and yeah, it's a super sleeper mon. A super duper duper sleeper mon. You know, really nice ice spikes. It's sharp claws, good on hail teams. It is an offensive threat and a half. Next up is Mega Venusaur. Now, Mega Venusaur is underrated. For what it's worth, I don't think people see the true power of Mega Venusaur. It's strong, it's fatter, it's just better, bigger tree, bigger everything. You know, just a bigger, scarier threat. Mega Lucario, true neutral in my opinion. This thing has enough love, slightly overrated, but I would put it in the overrated tier, but you know, I think it's just lost enough love for me to put it there. Pidgeot has enough love. It's not that great. Raichu got enough love, not that great. This thing's underrated, and so is this. Sandslash is rather true neutral. I don't feel like Sandslash is that special. No, I think it's got enough love for what it's got. Nidoqueen is very underrated. Bulky, strong, powerful. It's really strong. It's really strong. Next, Nidoking is like even more underrated. It's even stronger, more powerful. I feel like it's but for what its improvements, I think it's got more love than Nidoqueen. So I'm gonna put it there. Charizard X. It's very overrated. It's not Arbok overrated. It's like Darkrai overrated. However, it is really badass, so I'm gonna put it there. This thing is extra hot garbage. This thing's hot garbage. It's only a small improvement over Charizard, and it's not worth it. Clefable's there. I would say Beedrill's underrated, but sorry, Beedrill fans, can't say that. Just not special. Blastoise is really underrated. Not as underrated as Mega Blastoise, since you know Blastoise. I still see people talking about Blastoise these days, but Mega Blastoise has gotten really swept under the rug and deserves a lot more love than it has right now. The Vulpixes are true neutral. Alolan Ninetales. I think it's got enough love for what it has. Ninetales, I would say, it's overrated, underrated, but it's not. It's really not. It has enough love for what it is. Wigglytuff is slightly underrated, you know. It's pretty fat, it's pretty strong in the right situations, but really, it's pretty much got enough love for what it is. Slightly underrated, though, and that's enough to get into that tier. Golbat is underrated, okay? Pretty cool for what it is, alright? Nice Pokemon, and one of the strongest in Little Cup, so yeah. I think that is Butterfree, underrated. Good Quiver Dancer. Charmeleon is underrated as well. Really cool starter for middle starter, which is hard to find. Vileplume. Vileplume is very underrated. Vileplume is really, you know, it's actually this tier. It's really underrated. I've seen like one person like Vileplume in my whole life, and personally, I like Vileplume a lot. I think it's cute, it's strong, rather strong, and you know, it's cool. It's a cool Pokemon in my opinion. However, most people just sweep it on the rug as a worst Blossom, which is very sad. So I'm gonna put Vileplume in that tier. Hope it gets more love. Really hope it gets more love. Vileplume is actually a really cool Pokemon. This thing's underrated. It might look fat, it might look chipmunky, but that's the idea, and it's actually pretty strong if you use it correctly in a playthrough, so yeah. I might even say Parasect is overrated for how trash it is. Like, it is garbage. It is hot garbage, but luckily for you, this is a underrated tier list, so you just get the middle. Venomoth. Again, hot garbage, but, you know. Dugtrios. This thing's underrated. Like, I don't care about the hair. It's actually kind of funny. Dugtrio. Dugtrio is also underrated. Very cute Pokemon. This thing's true neutral. It's got enough hate. It's got enough hate on its belt. Might deserve a little more, but, well, yeah. It might deserve a little more, but I think it deserves a little more hate. It deserves a little more hate, so I'm going to put it in this tier. Hope it gets more hate because of that. Because that thing is just not only stupid looking, but way too strong for what it is. Way too strong for how it looks. Persian is underrated. Okay, this thing's sleek, it's cool, it's like a cheetah, it's nice. Golduck is a sleeper Pokemon. Which tier? I think this tier. For what it's worth, Golduck is like a really, really, really underrated Pokemon. Sure, more people talk about Golduck than, you know, maybe Vileplume, but Golduck is better than Vileplume in my opinion. It has cool VGC. It had a cool VGC performance back in the days when there was no Ludicolo, no Kingdra, you know, just him and Pelipper doing the work in rain. So it's really underrated Pokemon and deserves to be explored more. Psychic, Water moves, just a really powerful Pokemon. And with Cloud9, it might even have a Nishinu. I heard it had a Nishinu verse one time. Primeape is underrated. It's a cool boxing monkey. Nothing else to say. Arcanine. Arcanine is a good Pokemon. For slightly underrated, but you know, might deserve a little more love. I might put it here. I think it's got enough love for what it is. Very cool Pokemon. Might deserve a little more though. Yeah, I'll just say it deserves a little more. Poliwag's is an underrated Pokemon. This thing's really cute. This is a sleeper Pokemon. I already told you guys why I love this thing. Bull, it is a powerful, smashing, absolute muscle frog here. It just muscles through things. I don't know what to say. This thing's super powerful. It looks super cool. It can use Hypnosis and smash someone into a different country. Sign me up. Also, water moves. Next on my list is Kadabra. Underrated. Pretty cool for a middle evolution. Then comes Alakazam. Alakazam had a good amount of love, and it has what it got. Mega Alakazam, on the other hand, swept under the rug. This thing's really cool. Really, really cool. More spoons might be a funny joke, but come on. This Machoke's underrated, okay? Machoke's pretty badass, alright? Pretty badass Pokemon. Next up is Machamp. Machamp's got enough love. Machamp's got enough love for what it is. It is very cool, very iconic, very nice Pokemon. Next up is a sleeper pick. Victreebel. Very underrated Pokemon. For what it's worth, it's not as much as Vileplume, but I still think it's a very underrated Pokemon. Strong, powerful, it's like a giant Venus flytrap. It's such a cool idea. Yeah, like the leads and everything. Classic gentleman Pokemon. The fangs on that little Venus flytrap just add an extra touch. And this Pokemon was just, it seemed like a really cool Pokemon. So I feel like it's been swept under the rug by almost every community, including the all. Next up is the Tentacruel. Tentacruel is a underrated Pokemon. Tentacruel's bulky. The tentacles is a very cool idea, you know, just being a deadly octopus guy. I like the design as well. The blue, the red, the eyes, they just mix really well together. And the hundreds of tentacles is also very cool. Graveler's not interesting, but Alolan Graveler's a bit underrated. Alolan Golem is very underrated. This thing has a mortar. It's a mortar, my god. I don't know why not more people like this. Man, that's sick. And Golem is in the same tier. Just because, for what it's worth, Golem is a bit better. But, you know, people do talk about it more. So, like, it kind of balances out. You know, Golem is a very cool Pokemon. Looks like a strong legs. It's like the rolling style. Just like how it's like, looks really bulky, you know. Let's finish it off with Rapidash. Rapidash isn't a very special Pokemon, but it's a bit underrated because, you know, it deserves more love than nothing. This thing had enough, though. It's just a character from My Little Pony. I don't know what's here, actually. Slowbro.
What character from
a bit underrated. I think, you know, Slowbro deserves a bit more love. It's strong, it's bulky, it's just everything that a Pokemon needs to be. It's a chill Pokemon. This thing, it's got what it needed. Let's finish it off with Magneton. an underrated Pokemon, I think. It's powerful. It doesn't look bad, and while it is a bit lazy, the design actually worked out pretty well. So yeah, I like it. Thank you for watching this video. See you guys on the flip side.